Hello everyone, this is Endgame Arts. We're doing another unboxing, another breakdown, another demo. This is Galgun Double Piece. It's a rail shooter. If you don't know what a rail shooter is, it's pretty much an arcade kind of style game where you basically it's a first person mode and you usually you control a cursor and basically you follow on a tree determined path and you just shoot at enemies and stuff like that and gather up the scoring board. It's more of something you play at an arcade store or something like that, where you have like usually a toy gun or something like that. That's what this is, and I'm usually not into rail shooters because rail shooters are very controlling. You can't really control the character; you just control where you can aim. So you have little control where you can go. But this game seems quite interesting in its style, as well. It's kind of pretty in depth. It looks shallow on its outside, but when you play it, there's a lot of hidden stuff you can explore. So it looks, how do you say? It looks small on the outside, but it's pretty deep in the inside, pretty big. As you can see from this video right now, is that you can actually customize the characters, not just the main characters, but also the side suit characters. You can even find the ones you particularly like the most, change their outfit, give them different accessories, different items and stuff like that. There's just a lot of stuff you can do here and there. It does have a pretty expansion field on that area. Now you have to find the accessories and stuff like that, or within the game to able to find them and everything. Now I do want to point out, usually these kinds of games that usually has a feminine or female kind of just straightforward, just nothing but girls kind of style. It's usually kind of, how do you say, pretty overflowing in DLC. So this game has a lot of DLC wise, from purchase wise, and some of them are pretty despicable. Like, there's one I could have sworn, hopefully I'm getting the numbers wrong, or something was displaying wrong. There was like $80 for you to be able to see the girls all in their underwear. That is insane. As well as there's other ones that where it's like, they make the girls' chests bigger or smaller. I remember these kinds of things being like cheat codes and stuff like that, or something you unlock as something you beat in the game, not something you pay for. But the one thing I actually really enjoyed about this game, and it's a very, very, how do you say, fan service game. You've got to be really into fan service kind of stuff. But what I found this game to be actually really interesting is the fact that each character from the entire school has their own biograph, our own characteristics, as well as their own kind of weak spots and stuff like that. This was actually quite admirable of them, because usually when you play these kinds of games, it's usually your predetermined main female protagonist, usually like a dating visual novel. You find the girl that you like within the small group, but each girl has her own little attributes and stuff like that, and I thought that I couldn't help but be admired by their work that they did for that, because treating like each individual girl has her own identity, then treating like they're just, how do you say, background characters. Each character has their own charm and an ability, or how do you say, stuff about them. Because like within the school, when you're playing the story mode, you come across these girls all the time, and you have to memorize their weak spots and stuff like that to be able to expand and get through the game a lot quicker and get a better score. So I thought this was really, really clever. So it's not about just shooting, it's about learning your opponents. As you can see here, you can actually kind of customize your character. You can pick what his attributes are. A lot of them are locked when you first start, but once you pick certain ones, you can upgrade. Certain ones will upgrade faster, like if you pick nothing special, which I usually always do, all of his attributes are low, but all of them can grow up, expand bigger, faster. If you pick other ones, like you're intelligent, your athleticism doesn't go up high, but your intelligence goes up. Every time you start up a mission or something like that within the school, there's always like side quests you can do, like help the girls find a certain outfit or look for a ghost and stuff like that. There's always these side things you can do. Like I said, it offers quite a bit in this field. Now you can usually finish a route within an hour of each character, because you can, at one point in the game, you'll be able to decide a decision who you want to progress through, as well as you'll be able to unlock more routes and stuff like that and so forth as you progress. It's just, it offers a lot of depth to it. As you can see here, you got to find the character's weak spots and be able to, as you see, it flashes up telling you one's the face, one's the chest, one's the legs, maybe one's more of the belly. And then you got to find that weak spot and shoot it. As well as you got a zoom mode that allows you to able to see through things like trees and fencing and bushes and stuff like that. To be able to find hidden items or hidden stuff that's on the girls. As you can see, if you zoom in, you can actually see through the clothing. There is an item in the game they'll allow you to see even better through their clothing, but that's that ability you can buy on the PlayStation Network that was like $80 that allows you to completely see their clothing. Please, for the love of God, don't spend any money for something so stupid like that. But all in all, the game is actually quite fun. Now, a lot of people just think this is like very pervy or something like that. But yes, it is. But then it's also got its own charm. I don't know if any of you guys have really seen that movie Orgasmo. It's a very funny movie. It's from the creators of South Park, Matt Stone and Trey Parker, where this guy gets an Orgasmo gun and he can just shoot male or females and they will have an orgasm. It's kind of what you've become. You become this guy who's got like overwhelming love and stuff like that, and then you can just shoot girls with this ray of love and give them basically almost an orgasm. They say it's like dopamine, like something like that, where you're just overflowing with happiness, but it's pretty much an orgasm. And it's pretty funny, and it's a very interesting concept. I'm really surprised this is not an anime. I would preferably like to see this become an anime, because each character is quite interesting, the concepts are quite interesting. Basically, to sum up the story, is that each character has a... Not each character, but there's an angel that is basically like a Cupid, and her job is to try to find some kind of person who does not have any love in his life to give him love. Well, a little accident happens, and she accidentally unloads a humongous arrow of love onto you, and you have 24 hours to find the girl you love to confess your love to, or you'll experience no love for the rest of your entire life. So it's a quite interesting concept, and I would love to see an anime of it. I usually play on the highest difficulty because it's a way to give a more better experience, in my opinion, because it's more of a challenge. You'll come across girls who are more aggressive, and they'll like leap on you. Some will shout certain like things like their love confession to you, and you can like destroy their love confession like right there. Like she's about to try to shoot it, but I distracted her. And then you can go into Dookie Dookie mode, which you see right here. Dookie Dookie mode is where it gets very pervy. Basically, you try to find the girl's weak spot and try to, how do you say, rub and touch them and everything like that. As weird as it sounds to say this, but you do these things to be able to like get them to have a massive orgasm almost, and then you pick up attributes between that character, who they are. This is another strategic thing, is that you learn these attributes from these characters. So learning who the character you're doing the Dookie Dookie mode with will raise your status. So let's say she's like she's intelligent and athleticism, so therefore it raised those things up, but decreased my my style and my lulledness. Learning your characters and learning what their abilities are is quite crucial. What the attributes do is when you get to a crucial point in the game, like when you're trying to progress with the girl, your love interest, little conversations will pop up, basically like a visual novel. You get to decide what you want to say, and if you're not smart enough or not athletic enough, those options won't be available to you. And some of those characters would prefer if you had that option because they maybe prefer a more intelligent guy, so on and so forth. So it's like you got to think how you want to approach, how you want to meet these standards between each character. There's a lot of fun to this game. I've constantly found myself just popping them in and just playing a route real quick because it's quite simple. Like I said, you can play a route and beat it maybe about an hour, maybe 2 hours, depending. And there you go. As well as there's a store in the game that allows you to increase your maximum health, as well as like increase your damage from your Orgasmo Ray, and so on and so forth. As well as another thing to allow you to raise some of your attributes without having to go into Dookie Dookie mode. Like I said, it's a very, very fun and interesting game. I can't really complain about it. I'm just, like I said, I'm surprised it doesn't have the Move controller support with the PlayStation 4. But I know the PlayStation 4 can use the Move controllers. I believe they can. I know they can work with the PlayStation VR. I just don't know if they can work like the PlayStation 3 could. I've never owned a PlayStation Move controller. Well, I would take the back. I have owned them, but I never really used them. I was just never really big in it. But it seems very interesting, and I was quite enthralled on this game. Now, if it's something... what you see here is not going to entice you, then there's no reason to buy it. It's not going to change your opinion about rail shooters or anything like that. And it is very, very pervy game in its form way. But I don't know. I think it does it in a very elegant and charming way that it makes it oversee it than over something that's overabundantly trying to blend in your face. Hey, look, naked girls. Now, I really appreciate what they did here, and I actually really enjoyed myself playing this. It's one of the games I think a lot of people should look into. Now, there is special, modes that will happen across when you meet your special girl that you choose and everything like that. As you see dialogue options, if I don't have certain attributes rise enough, I can't choose a certain path with her. Or say certain things with her. And one of them are the best results to say. Some of them are normal. Some of them are a bad thing to say to her. Usually like your visual novel. The CG art looks great. I personally really enjoyed it. Now here's the interesting part here. This is a part where you got to help her as well as try to how do you say, make her feel comfortable with you almost, if you can use those words. Basically, you try to shoot these little demons or certain things on her without trying to hit her. as well as trying to help get her free by comforting her when the thing pops up to tell you to comfort her. Usually it consists of the touchpad on the PlayStation 4. You rub the touchpad of what it tells you to do, softly, hardly, really hard, or however, circles or motions. It's a very interesting thing. I've never had a problem with the touchpad on the PlayStation 4 controller. I've always appreciated it. It's a better function than the vibrating controller or the Axis controller, and so on and so forth. The touchpad, I think, was a great addition, and I think they did this in actually a more sensible way, though it's not more of a burden. It's just quickly you can get it up and do it. Like I said, it doesn't hinder the gaming experience to me, which I've seen in other games. Like right here, all you to do is just take your two thumbs and cross down on the touchpad. You're like tugging on her to help her. Now, it may not look like I'm tugging on, it might look like I'm doing something else, but I assure you, I am tugging on her. Well, like always, I will leave links in the description if you want to buy a copy. It's a great game. I do highly recommend it. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!